out here at Christian High School, still going through the East County training camps. But Dave, got to stop off with these guys. Where we left off last year, there's still a little bit of hunger, a little bit of anticipation. We finally got back on top. We got that league championship back after that 1-year hiatus. I think Todd can attest to that a little bit. But then when we got our chance again against those Morris Tigers, didn't end the way we wanted to, but I think expectations are high. Once again, we've got a big new addition to this club. We'll talk to them in just a moment. We'll talk to all these guys. Let's run down from left to right now. Joining us here, we got Gabe Krug from the offense. We'll talk to him in just a moment, the transfer. And we got Nate Stein. What can you say about the Stein family in Christian high football? Quite a pedigree. Carson Stroman, the man can stop on a dime, and also those great hands. And Todd Beezer, we've waited for this moment to get you here to be a senior. I mean, a true leader of this ball club, Dave. The Patriots, I think, are probably expected once again to compete for that Eastern League championship.
For sure. And I'm going to start with Gabe over here. Transfer, you want to tell us a little about history of yourself prior to Christian High School?
I came from St. Augustine High School, and I was there for my sophomore year, and before that I was at Westview High School. I was there for my freshman year. I came from a different program, which is Saints. Just comparing this program to Saints, they're both very similar, and so far I'm really loving my experience over here, and I can't wait to get at it this year.
Now, were you a part of that team that faced Helix last year?
I was, but I didn't get any playing time that game.
Boy, wasn't that a wild one?
It was a wild one. A lot of hype after the game, for sure.
I'm sure there was a lot of talking on the sidelines, but that definitely a great experience for you as well. Talk to us about the changes over here, though, and what led you to Christian High School?
What led me to Christian High School is I heard about it, I toured it, and I just really liked the environment. I like what Coach Beezer had us doing over here. I really like the players, and just me being over here, I've seen that we use every single part of the offense and the defense. Every player has a purpose, whether he's on the field or off the field, and we just all have to contribute in order for everything to work out.
Well, I think that's got to be some of the excitement for Gabe. Maybe a little bit of trepidation, anticipation coming on over. Don't want to let out a big secret, but Gabe's only a junior and already headed towards being a pretty good recruit. Arizona State has already extended an offer, and Gabe hasn't even really taken the field for just a few, maybe high leverage situations with the Saints. Not a lot of playing time over there now, but going into this season, Gabe is probably expected to be one of the top signal callers in the county. I'm not going to put the pressure on him, but that's what everybody's anticipating. We got 2 years. Gabe's probably not even looking towards college yet and what might come. I mean, he wants to get this season started. Dave, Nate Stein, next in order, plays a little bit of everything. I think we see you on the offensive line and on some defense too, I take it. Maybe, are you linebacker?
Yeah, linebacker, running back.
Yeah, and if you remember, Dave, Jonathan Stein, probably one of the best defensive players in Christian High School over the last 5 to 10 years. I mean, the guy almost won games single-handedly on defense. I remember one night he totally dominated out at Valley Stadium and really caused a victory for the Patriots. And your brother also plays on the team, so a couple of Steins. I mean, that seems like pretty good hands for the Patriots.
Yep.
Tell me about you're playing with your brother and your older brother, maybe what he's up to.
You know, it's competitive. There's big shoes to fill for sure with my older brother being such a Christian High legend, but it's really competitive with my twin on the field. You know, we're always in each other's ear, like just trying to compete.
Yeah. And Carson Stroman, boy, we've seen you and we've been kind of waiting, and I bet you're waiting and get to hook up with a guy who's pretty much rated as a top-notch quarterback. We've seen you're great speed, can stop on a dime, can leap, great hands. What about the excitement of, we're going to open this up again. We're going to get, Patriots having a great line of quarterbacks. It's not ending now.
Yeah. I'm excited to, catch some touchdowns from this guy, and hopefully we can just be great every Friday night.
Tell me about how last season ended. I mean, we went out and beat Morris in that first game. I mean, that pretty much solidified our role in winning the league championship. The Patriots really perennial league champions, and they were not league champions heading into last season for the first time in quite a while. But that was a great accomplishment for you guys. And then when it came back to getting them on our home field, probably left a little bit of a bitter taste in everybody's mouth when we lost that game.
Yeah, this year we definitely have a chip on our shoulder from that game, but you know, we've been working hard, so I think we're ready.
And Todd Beezer, coach's son, probably going to be a coach one day is what I'm thinking, but tell me about that last season. A great year. This year, look, 2 big games for league play. I mean, I think you can look at Morris, and I think everyone can look at UC. I mean, boy, Dave, I think that UC Christian game, we might see both teams scoring well into the 40s. I don't want to get the defensive guys upset. They're not around here right now, but Todd's going to be fun times this year, but also serious times, motivating times, especially for you as a senior.
Yeah, we're all excited. We're ready to play. I mean, we've been hitting each other all week. We're ready to go hit someone else, you know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna since he's been here so long, Todd, you want to speak to us and attest to that defense that you have across the other side?
All of us want to work. We all want to play the best we can, and we all will play for each other, really. We're excited for the season.
Anybody stand out to you guys, or you want to attest to them as far as being defensive linemen, defensive tackles?
Yeah. Andrew Young, great linebacker. You're going to see him a lot this year.
Flying.
Another guy I'd like to ask you about, maybe Nate, you may be the best one to answer. What about, I think, one of the best trenchmen in the whole county, Isaiah Owens?
Oh my gosh.
He's certainly going to be on all the preseason lists for all section, I'm sure.
I'm excited to run behind him for sure. He's insane, scary.
A leader on the offensive line.
Everyone, Carson, give me some Isaiah. I mean, you guys are all fired up about his season. Tell me.
Watch out for the pancakes.
Yeah. You don't want to be in front of him.
You don't want to be in.
You don't want to be
Todd,
5 yards.
Isaiah's leadership, and you guys coming up this is his year.
Yeah. We all love him. He's
he's
great to play with, and he plays hard.
Great character on and off the field.
Yes.
Dave, you talked about some of the other games. I mentioned the league schedule. I think the UC game, very, very important. The Morse game, very, very important. It's not an easy league schedule, but some of these non-league games are interesting. Of course, we're going to open up with Christian's longtime section rival, if you will, Santa Fe Christian, sure. And been some good games over the last 2 years. I mean, they came down here and walloped us 2 years ago, and we went back up there and crushed them last year. We really put it on them. Todd, we were probably pretty. You've been around, so you guys were probably looking pretty forward to putting a hurting on them. We were expected to win that game.
Yeah. Santa Fe is a huge rivalry ever since I've been like a kid. I've just been around it and known that we always try and beat Santa Fe till the end of the game. Just give it everything.
Now, Gabe, while you were over at Saints, did you guys ever face Santa Fe Christian?
We did. I think it was either our opening game or our second game, but we did play them last year.
And what was that end result?
It was a good game. I think we dropped 60 on them, and I don't think they scored, but they definitely had some good athletes, and I'm looking forward to playing the returner players on this team, and hopefully it's a good game, and hopefully we come out with a win.
Now, they're always going to be a formidable opponent. Maybe if they reload a little bit, they're always going to be there. Carson, I want to ask you about a game last year, and certainly you guys will remember it. And I don't know if it's a rivalry necessarily, but that night it was. That game against the Monta Vista Monarchs, 2 East County teams. At the time, it was kind of the game of the year because the other big teams from the Hills League hadn't really started to match up yet, and it was a non-league game, and both teams came in kind of hot. And incredible game, the double overtime, 22-21, Dave, on that
night.
Double
overtime.
I mean, one of the games of the year in the East County, no doubt. What do you guys remember about that night?
It was more like it was just a back and forth game until the end, and then Javier Jimenez, our running back from last year, he just gave it all he had and scored it.
Yeah, David, when they ran that conversion in, that wasn't expected by the Monarchs. Coach Hamamoto said we weren't expecting that as the conversion, and when the Patriots won, I mean, it was just jubilation. They sprung up after that tackle right at the goal line, and everyone sprinted towards the Valley Stadium home sideline. And certainly, even though this team won a league title later on, and even that playoff game, I remember one of my moments of the year with this team, you guys, is when Bryce caught that pass in the middle of the end zone, falling down on his bottom. That had to be my play of the year for this team, even though that play against the Monarchs was awesome too.
They had 2 great games actually against UC last season. Both of them, the regular season and over at Elkhorn Valley. It was just monster catches, monster hits. The whole game was just intense.
Nate, what do you think about the matchup this year with the Centurions? We could put Gabe and Gunnar Gray on a poster and hype up the whole county.
Oh, yeah.
That one is going to be an incredible shootout. I think
Yeah, big-time
everyone can
quarterback.
anticipate the defenses will be on notice in that game.
That's gonna be a really high-scoring game, but I think we got the better quarterback.
Thank you.
Well, guys, what about this coaching staff? Coach Oliver, I don't know, you guys are younger than Coach Oliver has been coaching this team as a varsity coach, the team with him and your dad.
Yeah.
But tell me about these guys, all the group of coaches with you guys. What do you think?
Coach Oliver always yells at us, but we know it's because he loves us and he wants us to win, because he can't play anymore, so he plays through us and we win for him.
Carson?
Coach O, he's a great guy, and he gives us like he just comes out and gives us his all every day.
And
I mean-
now you've probably been watching this program for more years than before you started as a
Yeah.
player.
I mean, yeah, Coach O, probably my favorite coach. So intense. Always just wants to get better. But yeah.
Gabe, you don't have to say, you're the newcomer. You're just
Yeah.
getting to know these guys a little bit. Of course, we went through the whole summer and everything like
they're
that.
cool. Yeah, they're cool. They coach hard. They coach with a lot of passion. You can tell that every time they speak, they mean it from the heart, and they're not just out here because they don't want to be out here. They're obviously out here because they want to coach and they want to help younger kids succeed and achieve their goals.
Now, how does that differ from your former program? I mean, I'm sure it was pretty intense over there as well.
Yeah, I mean, I can see a lot of resemblance in both of the programs. Both programs have really amazing coaches. Coach Kramer at St. Augustine was a really great coach, players coach, and was just all out, just a really good guy. Coach Beezer at Christian is same way, good guy, intense guy, loves to win, loves to get the job done, and just brings out the best in every single player here, which is what I really love about him.
Gabe, how did your situation with ASU, I mean, I would expect as the 2 years go along, maybe more offers might roll in, considering your career path and what people are expecting and what they've seen of you. You've already attended some elite quarterback camps, we know that. So what's the relationship there? Where did they see you? Tell me about how all that progressed.
So basically, I've been talking to ASU a little bit during the school year, and then during the summer I made a trip out to them, did a camp, did a tour, and they're the offensive coordinator there offered me, and it kind of just came off of film, whatever film I did have. They really liked how I played, and it's just how I carry myself and how I've been trained, and they like the way I play, so they offered me.
Well, Dave, they have a pretty good receiver over at Saints this year, but Gabe made the switch, and he's got some good hands over here at Christian High, and going to have 2 years to work with this program.
And one thing we haven't mentioned, since we have the offensive guys over here too, is how about that offensive line?
Oh man.
Offensive
Yeah.
line. It definitely improved over summer. We got some new guys. We got some guys that I never seen before, and it definitely improved over the summer, and I'm excited about it. And hopefully they create some pretty big holes for my man right here.
Yeah.
Give me some time to throw, and I think we're pretty set right there.